So good afternoon everyone, and welcome back over here to EPCOT today for another trip out to the Flower and Garden Festival. Also, something cool they're doing again is they're doing the Easter egg hunt again this year. Something that we missed out on last year because of the pandemic and all the closures. They are officially running the Easter egg hunt again, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So I think what we'll do is we're going to do the Easter egg hunt. We also have lunch at the hibachi place in Japan. So a lot of things we got to go over today. Plus, today is the very first day of Magic Mobile Magic, where you can use everything on your phone. Unfortunately, I still cannot get mine to work because I have an Android device, and right now they're not on the Android OS yet. But since Kayla's with me, she does have an iPhone, and it is working on hers. So they're currently trying to get some situations figured out with her grandmother because they have an issue with that, because hers is not linking, and she lost her ticket at one point, so they have to get everything figured out over there. But once they get all that figured out and then we get Kayla's disability pass all settled, we're gonna head on in, head straight back, check out all the topiaries, and just another day here at EPCOT. So now that we got done with all the guestillation stuff, we're actually gonna stop up here. And so Kayla's got her card pulled up onto her Apple Pay wallet thing that they use. I don't know, I'm not an iPhone person. So we're gonna come up to one of these, and she should be able to scan it, and it should just go right in. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So if you listen closely, there's brand new music up here. So I'm gonna go near a speaker. Just listen. It's really cool music, actually. They just changed that when they finished opening up all of these up. They put all the flags up with all the Pavilion logos and everything. They've also started to look like they've started doing some work in front of Spaceship Earth right here. So walking up by where the old Communicore building used to be, it's completely gone. Completely gone. That's, I don't know how I feel about this. It makes it feel way more open though, honestly. But I'm actually, there were some photos coming out showing EPCOT from the air. So if I find those aerial shots, I will try to put those in right now to show you guys what it's looking like with all the construction right now, because they have started back up and they're really moving forward with a lot of it. So I do love the flowers. I love these floating flowers. These are like probably one of my favorite things to look at, because what they do is they anchor them down in one spot, but then they're kind of almost free floating. But look how vibrant and bright those flowers are. Those are very lovely looking flowers. And this is also the land pavilion's right here, up there. So, but I love how they just can move it almost freely as they want to. But we are working our way, so we have to stop over at the guest experience team here to get a return time for Soren, because that's the only thing that Kayla's Grandma will only do. So we are doing that, but we are going to keep walking down that way to head to the butterfly house, because we have not done that yet. Because the last time we came, we got there just a little bit too late and ended up missing out because they closed it. So we got Toy Story with Woody and Bo Peep, but something I want to point out is they have these in front of almost all of the topiaries. So we make sure they want you to wear your mask while you're taking a picture, and they have cast members in bright yellow shirts walking around telling people to remind them. But I just love this festival because it's so pretty. It's cool because of the topiaries and everything, and just the uniqueness of it. It's actually really cute right now because you got Winnie the Pooh out here. This is how they catch all the butterflies for the butterfly garden. Look at him. He's chasing the butterflies around. Oh, he's so cute. I love, he's so... Oh, and they only push you going one way, so you can't... In the past, they've had all these openings so you can go around, but I feel like this makes it to have more butterflies. Woo.
Well, as soon as they dry their wings off, they got to dry off.
Oh, and then they have all the little houses all throughout where you got some caterpillars turning into butterflies. So you can see there's a couple. There's a couple of butterflies already out, but they're drying off their wings. There's a lot of butterflies in here. I think they limit the number of people that can come into the butterfly house, unlike in years past. They do have like a butterfly chart to tell you all the different kinds they have in here. So you can kind of see, you can kind of take a quick picture of that on your phone or something. And then as you're walking around, just seeing all the different ones they have. Because there's like a monarch that just went right through there. Honestly, this is very, very cool to always get to see. You got a couple of butterflies just kind of hanging out right there. This one landed right there, you can see down there. Oop, bunch of them flying around. Oh, there's one in there that is coming out of the cocoon right now. You can see the one. You can see that little guy right there coming out of his cocoon, just gradually working his way out. And you got a couple in there that are just hanging out, letting their wings dry off. Don't remember if I saw Figment the last time we came here in front of his attraction. But there he is. Fortunately, he's on top of his ball like normally is in years past. This is really cool. So we're kind of walking from over by Journey to Imagination over into the World Showcase. They have this little like relaxation area where you can sit down. There's a little maze they have in there. Nice artificial grass to sit in. Nice little just area to break. Like, it's a nice little break. I don't think it's a relaxation station, but it's a healthful trail. It's pretty cool actually. So this is normally where the playground would be, but because of the pandemic, they don't have the playground. Sorry. I feel like they have more merchandise this now out for the festival because they have this like flower pot. $30 for that. They have the Flower and Garden Magic Band right here. Limited edition version. They have this pretty cool like thing you put out into your garden. And it lights, and actually it's a solar thing, and it's we think mini lights up. So unfortunately, it sounds like they have sold out of the maps, and really what they've sold out of is the prize that you get with them. So they sold out the little eggs, and so it just means that unfortunately right now they're not doing it right now. They may get more in. They said they possibly could get more in, but we'll still go around and see if they still have them up. It sounds like that they're sold out right now, so there's a chance they'll come back a little bit later. So if we go around and see all the eggs, we'll show you guys. So we'll do our own version of the Easter egg hunt just without the map. So we're kind of just walking through some of the countries right now, looking for some of the eggs to show you guys. But I don't see it out here today. Kind of sucks that we can't have the, oh, that's why, it's because I didn't go far enough. There it is. Well, see, look, they do have the eggs out. There's Goofy right there, just hanging out in the flowers. So you see, they're not very big. Like, they're maybe 2 feet tall, so it's kind of hard to find them, but I do like that he is very close to the walkway this year. And then between the Canada and UK Pavilion, you've got Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog on their little bike like he is every year. So kind of walking through the World Showcase, it is very busy today actually, like for what has been the capacity limit lately. It's definitely a lot busier than I anticipated it today. When we were driving in, the thing said no reservations were left, so that means they've hit at their 35% for EPCOT at least today. There is park hopping abilities, but still just says how busy it is still, with even at 35%. And based on the fact that also there's like no reservations through April 8th for any of the Disney parks. I do at one point want to stop here and get the macaroon lollipop that they have, like a giant macaroon lollipop. But I also do kind of, Kayla did make some comment about the macaroon ice cream in the back here, so maybe one of our options that we look into getting once we finish up with lunch at the hibachi place. One thing I really do miss going out of the France Pavilion to the Morocco Pavilion is all the art that was right here, because this had two 2.5 major art plots where they had one on this side and one on the other side, and this was honestly my favorite place because they had also the postcards, and this is also where we got our book to try stuff out at home, like do a DIY like food stuff. Another thing is also we will look for some of the eggs. We're not going to do a full-blown egg hunt this year because since they're sold out of the maps and the prizes, we're gonna just probably see them as we can where we do see them, but we just got to get to lunch because lunch is in like 10 minutes, so we got to get there to check in. So one of the big things also is, as you know, they are still working on the Harmonious fireworks show. So they've been putting out all the barges. Most recently, the big one was putting out the one in the middle of the ring, which has all the memes going about it like crazy. But just recently put out the third one out in the lagoon. So they only have one more left, and then they'll have all the barges officially out in the World Showcase Lagoon for Harmonious, which means they can start testing everything. Maybe have this available by summer, maybe. That'd be really nice if we can do this by summer, except for some fireworks and a nighttime show to look forward to. So just kind of hanging out because we just checked in for the meal, and this is where normally the second story of the restaurant is. So currently waiting for them to come call us for our food, or at least go sit down so we can eat. Oh. And then Minnie
Okay, wait. Coming to the center. Now, volcano.
Oh, you made it. It's a train.
So finally, Mickey volcano. Mickey Mouse. His body and legs. Mickey Mouse.
Nemo. Oh, that makes you feel bad.
She won't believe me.
So the review of going to Pavilion Edo, which I think is the hibachi place here in Japan, delicious. It's very expensive. Be mindful that it is going to be on the pricier side. Like I got the steak with shrimp, and it cost $36. But it was a lot of food, and you're also paying for the entertainment side of it as well. So it was really good. I would say if you really want some good hibachi, this is a great place to come. So we skipped a few countries, but over here next to the koi ponds, got the little figment one right there. Always a good spot for it. It's usually about the same spot every time for it usually as well. Definitely starting to calm down a little bit with the crowd levels. Like when we walked through here earlier, like right before we had lunch / dinner, it was all the way out. It was a lot of people through here. So yeah, definitely getting a little less busy. So welcome back through the UK Pavilion. We're actually going to stop because I did see the Easter egg, so I want to stop through here. But what's pretty cool through here is you have the like tea garden where they talk about like what kind of teas they make and like all the different kinds of tea, since the UK does have a lot of teas and stuff. But yeah, made it look busy right up there. It's really not that busy actually. Oh look, I got Alice from Alice in Wonderland over there hanging out. I also forget that they do the little, they do a mini garden, like a mini fairy garden for Tinkerbell and her friends back in this area. Also, I just like the fact that when you come to the Flower and Garden Festival, it's very much just all sorts of flowers and really colorful things. See right here, you got Tinkerbell and her friends all hanging out. Right there, but then if you look past it, look up there, past the maze that they have, because they do have like a mini maze in the UK Pavilion back here next to the stage where they used to have the rock band. With the White Rabbit up hanging out up there. Look at him just hanging out. You know, he's late, always late. It's kind of in the pathway between the UK and Canada, and this is usually a prime spot for the fireworks, but want an idea of how big the barges are for Harmonious. I mean, this is just standing at the, like, here's the railing and there's the water. I mean, when this thing goes off, it's just gonna be up in your face. I do think the only thing is I'm kind of glad that they did do all these, because I think with all the arms and everything, they have stuff projected, so you'll be able to see it all the way around the World Showcase. It's just whatever's gonna be in the middle, you won't really see unless you're standing like down the front or behind it, like the American Pavilion. Of course, then you also like have, when you come up from, if you come from the Canada side back around, then you get the carpet of flowers. I mean, essentially when they put these out, they just look like they roll out a carpet. They really don't, but it's just, that's what it always is. More of those floating plants in the water over there, but it's very weird not seeing the Communicore building in the background though as well, because all you have is what's going to be Mouse Gears and the Electric Umbrella, whatever that restaurant becomes, and then nothing on the left side. So you get a pretty good view of Spaceship Earth from the World Showcase now. So just making a quick stop over here to the Land Pavilion to get inside where some AC's at, but also to go in and do Soarin', because we got a return time for that when we first got here. And then I think after we do this, we're gonna get a return time for Frozen and get a so get a Frozen return time, and then maybe go wait for Figment, since it's only posting 25 minutes. Probably not 25 minutes, honestly, at this time of the day. Well, You got the land pavilion, you got all the seating now, so they've had to adjust a lot of the seating and everything, but it's soaring around the world. Living with the land down here. Living with the land has a pretty stinking cool overlay during the Christmas season that I completely forgot about when we came a couple of times. So definitely something we'll have to check out this year whenever it does come back. Well, now it's time for us to do Soarin' Around the World. Trying to see what the wait time was posting. 70 minutes still for Soarin', which means one of the theaters might be down, so that may make the line longer.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the window seat in front. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and of course, these little bees. Next, fasten your seatbelts, inserting them into the buckle on your right. As smaller aviators don't measure up to the height indicator on the seat. Just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling. Nice work, pal. Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have a fear of flying or of heights, you might want to wait for your party at your arrival gate. Okay, let's review. That is seatbelt, carrying item, safety, strap, fear of heights, keep your hands and arms inside at all times. Anything else? Yeah. Have a nice flight.
So actually it was probably a 70-minute wait. I mean, it was just that many people. It does take a little longer to load Soarin'. I mean, we probably waited 10-15 minutes before they let us on. Because of how long it takes, because they have to make sure everyone leaves first before they can load you in onto the gliders because of everything with the whole social distancing and trying to keep you separated from the other parties. So just be aware, Soarin' does take a little bit longer to load because of that. It's like a lot of things, and they are still kind of keeping everyone separated with plexiglass in between the seats. So just be aware of that if you come and ride Soarin'. I will also say I kind of wish they bring back the original Soarin' over California. For some reason I really like that, but I kind of would like it as an updated version of it. But I understand why, because of everything going on. So, I mean, if I had a choice, I would love to go back to California Adventure at some point to ride Soarin' over California. But that is the original, and it's very much a classic. I like Over Around the World, but the Over California is very much a classic. So I will say it is very much on the warmer side. Now, I know we didn't do a lot, we only saw a couple of the eggs, but I think we're going to try to come back. Hopefully when the Easter egg hunt's still going on. I have a really good feeling though that it's only going to be a limited time. And maybe the fact they're sold out, they may not have any more coming in. So kind of is what it is. And we had lunch here, and it's just really hot today. So we're really starting to get into that hot season now with Florida weather. I really, really wish the monorail's running, because I would purely just ride it to see all the work being done, because as you can see, the whole CommuniCore building where the character spot was, where Club Cool was, where our Disney shop was, I mean, it's just all leveled. Now I know it's for the whole grand scheme of the future of EPCOT, and I can't wait to see it, but it's just something I have to get used to right now. But I like how much more open it feels, honestly. That's just my biggest thing. I do love how open it is now, and especially as you walk past Spaceship Earth and back this way, it really is very open, and you can see Spaceship Earth very well. But I will say, not having this building right here really opens this up. Of course, the thing I am kind of excited about is them building the new Journey of Water, like themed towards Moana walkway. It's going to go up in behind these walls right here. So it'll keep the side path like it is, but something kind of cool with Moana in it. I will say, when you walk out of this little walkway right here, so if you go past the fountain to the right here, as soon as you walk right back out the same way, look how open the main entrance is with the fantastic music in the background. Huge fan of the music. I really am glad they added this new background music. Like I said, and then at night, these turn into lights that go all the way around the main entrance, so it really just brightens up this whole main entrance. I mean, compared to what it looked like before, this looks amazing. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and call it a trip from EPCOT, even though it was a very short trip. We got to see some of the Easter eggs. Unfortunately, couldn't do the Easter egg hunt because of everything, of all them being sold out. Then we had an amazing lunch in Japan that was honestly probably one of the best places to eat at that I've had to eat in a long time. And I really recommend that you guys go check that out if you can. It is a little pricey, but it is very much worth it. And it was probably some of the best food I've had at Disney. And then we got to ride Soarin' and then just kind of walk around, saw a little bit of stuff for the Flower and Garden Festival. So with all that being said, we do head up from a fantastic trip out here to EPCOT. We'll see y'all next time.